Grandview head coach Nick Mitchell heading into the 2022 NAIA National Championship. 65th year. This will be the, how many years is this for the program now?
14th year.
14th year.
Yep.
So this is my 11th year. Of those 11, Grandview has won 10 titles. Of course, last year we all know what happens. This is the scene of the crime. This is what you've been building for ever since about 363 days ago.
Yeah.
What's this year been like for your program? What's it been like for you as a coach to tackle a new challenge?
The challenge is the same. Honestly, it's the same challenge every year. I just think I had like a renewed energy this year, and I've told a lot of people this already, but of course we didn't like how last year ended. But for me personally, it was maybe needed a little bit. It was a kind of a gift. It just put my perspective back in the right place, and it wasn't about not being motivated. It wasn't about titles. It was actually just remembering not to be focused on the outcome and the result, and just it's all about the process more than anything.
Did it show you that, yeah, there's people here that really, again, they don't care what the color singlet looks like. They're here. They're gonna get pins. They had to go through you, but they had to go through everybody else to do it. So total team efforts win this thing, and it shows that you guys just aren't the only dog here in the fight.
Yeah, and we knew that already. You know, that was nothing that was new information to us. It was just a reminder of all the little things you got to do. And I think it's a reminder to everyone out there how hard it is to win a title. You know, people maybe sometimes on the outside just assume because we won 9 in a row that it was just going to be easy each year, that it was just going to be handed to us. And on the inside, we always knew that wasn't the case. But sometimes that's the expectation that people start to gain on the outside. And we've always known how hard it is, and last year was proof of that.
This year you guys had another National Duels Championship, and then a week afterwards you had the unique Portillo versus Portillo highlight of that duel against Nebraska Kearney, one of the top teams in Division II, your tightest duel meet in a number of years. Look back, what did that experience do to help your team prepare for the postseason?
It was exactly what the toughness of that duel, the score coming down to the end, how hard it was, wrestling a great team like that was all by design, and I think we got exactly what we needed out of it. And so that was what this whole year was about, was continue to put ourselves in tough situations, and we know that the toughest guys will thrive when it is tough, and that was a good example of it.
When you look at what those guys did, you go back and maybe look at how Kearney did in their regional last weekend, and you see guys that Carson Taylor beat, you see guys that Owen Brongard beat, you realize they beat really, really good guys that are going to really contend for titles at the Division II level. What's it do for your mindset on how they can perform this week with a performance like that?
For sure. I mean, we have confidence in all of our guys, but it's nice when you have evidence too. And that's one of the things that we talk to our guys a lot about this time of year is there's a lot of guys here, if they're being honest with themselves, they're trying to trick themselves into being confident when maybe they don't have a reason to be confident. Our guys all have extreme ability and real reasons to be confident.
What about you on the flip side? You tend to say you go into every tournament nervous. How do you try to find confidence as a coach knowing you guys have been so successful?
It's the same thing. You take a step back, you keep it in perspective, and you remember, hey man, these guys have put a ton of work in, and the work is done, and now it's just helping these guys stay loose, have fun with it, focus on the most important things, the controllables, and just know good things will happen if we do that.
There's obviously work to be done here, but when you look around, there is a community within the NAIA, the schools. Yeah, you guys are the ones everybody's been chasing for a long time, and your protege Omi is now in that boat with life. But when you look around, Jimmy Zaleski's coaching here with Jamestown. Chuck Carney's there coaching with St. Mary. You've got a lot of coaches from other levels that are finding a revival of their own careers and finding out how fun wrestling can be outside of the strenuous world of Division I. What do you love about coaching in this division? What do you love about teaching kids in this division?
I think that's a big part of it. It's just a lot of variety as far as the background of the coaches in this division, a lot of different experience coming into it. And then I think that I would say for 99% of us are all really tight. We get along really well. Mike Mockholtz is one of the coaches in our conference. He's at Missouri Valley. This is his last year coaching. I think it's his 30th year there. He's a guy that has been a conference rival, but a great friend, good guy, you know, that we're going to miss in the division.
He's also been a trailblazer. He brought on one of the first women's programs in the country. You guys now have a women's program. And what's it been like for you to see the women's program complement your men's program at Grandview?
I love it, man. It's awesome. They were ranked first twice throughout the season this year. It's only the third year of the program. I think we're the first team ever, the first school to have the men's and women's team ranked first at the same time. But I remind Coach Crinzy a lot that rankings don't mean anything, man. So he obviously wrestled for me, and so I still try to coach him up a little bit. But man, we're really supportive of that program, and we're fortunate we work together a lot in the spring and summertime.